everybody, it's Kathy Ekdahl from Personal Best Personal Training, back again with Mass Golf. And today I want to talk about a type of exercise, a type of self-care called myofascial release. And in this case, because we're going to be doing it on ourselves, this is called self-myofascial release, or SMR. So we all know that massage is a wonderful way to relieve tension, relieve pain, and help to heal tight muscles that have knots in them. So myofascial release is just an extension of massage. And especially since you may not have access to a good massage therapist, or you may not be able to afford a good massage therapist, or even during these COVID times want to go to a therapist, there are some fabulous techniques you can do on yourself. Now, self-myofascial release or myofascial release is not a cure. You're not getting rid of injury or tightness, but you are helping to facilitate the process of improving your tight areas and improving your pain. So I have all of my clients do some kind of myofascial release before they work out. But for you, the golfer, this is what I recommend you do before you golf. Now, again, this isn't a cure-all, but I think you're going to find that these massage techniques may do more to improve the tension or the tightness you have in your muscles than stretching does. Because stretching, you stretch the muscle and then it just springs back like an elastic. But if you can actually heat the muscle up with some of these techniques before you stretch, you're much less likely to get that tension to return. So I have 3 tools today we're going to work with. The first one is called a stick, and I've talked to you about it before in previous videos, and this is something I carry with me in my bag. So pre-golf, I use this stick and I vigorously massage my muscles. So here I'm massaging my inner thigh, I'm massaging the top of my thigh, and for golfers, this entire band is very important to try to soften. So you're going to go right to the outside of the thigh and you're going to apply a lot of pressure. Now, you don't have to kill yourself, but your goal is to get quite a bit of pressure along all of the thigh. I'm also going to use this tool on my calf. So while I'm sitting in a chair, I'm going to come over and I'm going to vigorously roll the muscles behind my shin. Now, you never want to roll a bone. You don't want to roll a joint. You know, there's your shin bone here. You don't want to roll right on your shin, but you can certainly roll on the inside or on the outside. So this is a fabulous tool to bring with you to the course, to do your thigh, your legs, your calf, and then also I can do my buttocks. So here I can use this and really vigorously rub here. I can even do my low back, as you can see. So now I'm down on the floor and I'm sitting on this roller. Now this roller is not something you can bring to the course with you, but I roll my body every time that I go to golf. I have some very tight areas in my upper back and my thighs. And so I'm going to use this roller on my upper back now and my thighs to give you an example of some of the things you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come off the roller. Hopefully you can see me good here. And I'm going to lie with the roller right across my mid-back. And then with my hands behind me, I'm going to roll my whole upper back. So you'll notice I'm not going down low on my low back. You really don't want to go that low, but you just can do your upper back. It feels wonderful. By the way, this should never hurt. So if you have any pain during this, you got to back off a little bit. It should feel good. So I might roll my upper back 10 or even 20 times. And then with my hands behind me, I'm just going to gently lean back. So by leaning back, I'm taking out some of that rounding that we might have in our back from the day. So I roll and then I lean back. Next, I'm going to do my legs. Now my legs get really tight. Yours might also. So we're going to position the roller now underneath my thighs. I'm going to go onto my elbows, kind of like I'm in a plank, and I'm going to roll across the roller. This should feel good. It shouldn't hurt. Although when you go a little bit to the side, can you see how on my side? This is pretty intense. So be very careful. You should feel a lot of pressure, but it shouldn't be killing you. All right, so I was doing this part of my outside thigh, and then you'd go and do the other side. This is an area that gets very tight for people. Now you don't need to do completely on the side. That's called your iliotibial band. You really want to do on the muscle and not on this long tendon, okay? All right, next I'm going to sit on the roller. I get a lot of buttocks pain, and there are many reasons for it. You might too, but you can use this roller to massage your buttocks. I'm rolling across the roller using my arm for leverage. And I'm also getting high up here on my hip. I'm not going to my low back. Sometimes that's a little too intense and it might not feel right for you. So just do your buttocks. And then of course, you do the other side. And we don't think of our buttocks a lot when we're golfing, but if it's tight, if you have pain, if it's triggered, in other words, there are knots, you're not going to get your hips through during your swing and you're going to lose power. So I showed you my upper back, I showed you my glutes, I showed you how to do my thighs, and then we also used this stick, which is what I bring to the course. Lastly, I just want to show you this ball. I use this ball all the time, especially when I have a lot of pain. And what I might do is I put it in my shoulder area against a wall and I roll on it with my back. Again, I'm not rolling the bones, I'm rolling the soft tissue, the muscles, the rotator cuff, all of the upper back muscles. If you also are the kind of person who gets tight calves, you can take this ball, you can put it under your calf, and you can roll your calf like this. It's very effective for loosening the calf muscles up. And if you have problems with plantar fasciitis or Achilles tendonitis, it's a perfect tool for you. Now, sometimes I will sit on this ball, okay? But that's pretty intense and it's not for everybody. So I just want you to open up your minds to the concept of myofascial release, or in our case today, self-myofascial release, as part of your warm-up, or post-round, if you have any pain, this is a great way to relieve pain. And as always, it shouldn't hurt. So if it hurts too much, back off. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can ask me. You can always email me. And again, my name is Kathy Ekdahl, and my business is Personal Best Personal Training. And you can email me at kathy@personalbestpersonaltraining.com. So that's a little introduction to myofascial release. I hope you enjoyed it. And just remember, warm-ups and cool-downs are important in golf. So think about including some of those tools for your warm-up and your cool-down.